Alright, today, so we're going to cover some Hendrix licks. And we're going to base it around three different chords: our A major chord, then to our D major chord, and then to our E major chord. And these can be moved around to pretty much any key, any chord, as long as you follow a couple simple rules. So let's start with the first one, our A major chord. So what you're going to do, Hendrix was really good at adding a lot of these things in his songs. So what he would do is he would lay his first finger down. Let's cover all kind of the notes in the A major string, or in the A major chord. And what we're going to do is just lay our first finger down. Now what he's doing is he's hitting the G and B string together. Then he's adding, or he's hammering on his third finger onto the second, or onto the G string. And then now you just pluck the same two things again, or with your pick, and then you move everything up a string while still keeping your first finger down. So now you're going to be on the two middle strings. You're going to be on your D, and you're going to be on your G. So now hit those two again, then hammer on your third finger onto the 5th fret again, and then now just go back to those two notes. And then one more time, you do the same thing, move everything up a string, then hit those two notes again, and then just end on the A. So that whole lick goes like this. Alright, so let's move on to the D chord now. So this is based around the D major chord, and again, you can move it all around up the neck. So what you're going to do is normally we play the D chord like this. What I'm going to ask you to do is change your fingers a little bit. I'm going to get you to put your middle finger where your third finger normally goes. And then now we're going to kind of lay our first finger across these two strings. So we're going to do this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to approach it the same way we did on the last A chord, is you're going to hit two notes at one time. So again, we're going to start on these two strings, on the G and B string. Hit those two notes. Now you're going to hammer on your third finger onto the 5th fret again on the G string. So all with one motion. And then just like on the other chord, you just go back to those two notes. And we do the same thing, move it up a string. Just those two notes again. And then just end it on the D chord. Alright, so let's move to the E chord. There's a couple different ways to approach this one. We're going to start off with the lower part of the chord. So you take, so pretty much this is the E major chord. And what we're going to do is we're going to utilize the top three strings. So again, what we're going to do is take our first finger, and we're going to lay it across the 2nd fret on our A string and B string. A string and our D string, as well as the E string on top. So what you're going to do now is you're going to start out with your A and D string, hit those two notes, then hammer on your third finger again onto the A string, then just those two notes, then move everything up a string, and then you're going to hit the top two strings, then hammer on your third finger again onto the E string, then just those two notes again, and now end on your E. So again, that one goes. Alright, let's quickly go through the chords. We have our A chord, which is Now let's try our D chord. Now let's try the E chord. Take these shapes and move around as much as you can. If you're not quite sure what to do with them, I recommend going to the master himself. Go straight to Hendrix. Maybe learn a couple of his songs. Little Wing, All Along the Watchtower, great examples of these songs. All right, thanks for watching Finger Licks. Take care.